When Apple released Animoji for iPhone X, Samsung fired back with AR Emoji on their Galaxy S9 and S9 Plus. Our comparison video is now sitting at around 500,000 views, which you can check out by clicking the card above. We noticed that AR Emoji was extremely lacking compared to Animoji, which was much better at accurately portraying facial expressions and emotions. It was obvious that AR Emoji was Samsung's poor attempt to keep up with the iPhone X's features. Well, now, Apple's firing back with Memoji in iOS 12, and it's packing some pretty serious heat. Let's go through the emoji creation process on both phones to see the differences. To be clear, just like Animoji, you need to be using an iPhone X to use Memoji. AR Emoji lives within the camera app, whereas Animoji and Memoji live within the Messages app. With Samsung's version, it actually takes a picture of your face. After choosing your gender, it starts processing your emoji. Apple's Memoji, on the other hand, starts off fresh with a cartoon-looking character. As you can see, Apple has also introduced tongue detection for Memoji and Animoji with iOS 12. You'll also notice that the Memoji is animated live during the creation process, compared to AR Emoji, which replays the same basic animation. You can spin the Samsung's emoji with your finger, but with the iPhone X, just turn your head side to side. For skin tones, you have one simple slider, but you can't get that dark of skin. Memoji has a massive amount of skin colors to choose from, even blue and purple, oddly. There's also an adjustment slider for each color. AR Emoji lets you change your face shape, making your eyes larger, but it makes it look kind of odd. One interesting thing I noticed is that the S9 Plus actually applied my facial features from the photo it snapped for the emoji. The nose, lips, chin hair, eyes, and eyebrows look extremely similar to my actual features. With Memoji, you can add various amounts of freckles, but I don't have any, so let's take them off. Let's move on to hairstyles. AR Emoji offers a ton of hair colors, but they aren't applied to your eyebrows, which could be a good thing. There's tons of hairstyles for Memoji, but it sucks that female and male options are mixed together. Let's choose this one, which is my personal favorite. With the adjustment slider, you can change the brightness or deepness of the hair color, and the eyebrows change as well. Sadly, no slider for Samsung's AR Emoji. If you don't like any of those colors on Memoji, you can open up an extended color palette with more unique colors like blue and pink. Going through all of Samsung's hairstyles, I couldn't find any that I liked, or any that matched my hairstyle when I spike it up. It also doesn't move side to side like Memoji does, so you'll have to spin the character around. Comparing the texture quality of the hair, AR Emoji just looks bad in comparison. Memoji actually has an added highlights option with the same colors, complete with an adjustment slider. To make it even better, you can preview the highlights you choose on every single hairstyle as you're browsing through them. On top of that, Memoji hairstyles have ragdoll effects for your hair, flowing back and forth as you move your head around. And it's not just a basic effect, each hairstyle moves differently, like this one, or this mohawk that bounces side to side. Now let's move on to the iPhone X's head shape options. As you can see, the next option for AR Emoji is glasses, so we'll have to leave it alone for now. First up, you can choose your Memoji's age, from a small child to an adult, and finally to an older man, which just adds wrinkles under the eyes and around the smile. Now we have a ton of chin options. Each row contains a different chin shape, with smaller to larger chin sizes from left to right. I'll probably go with this one, with a more defined jawline. Now moving on to eyes, there's a bunch of different eye shapes to choose from. With AR Emoji, you're stuck with the eye shape that they gave you, so you can't create a different character. There's also a bunch of eyelash options, which I obviously won't change. You can even change your eye color, complete with yet another slider. Now this is where the blue color can really come in handy, so you can get exactly what you want. Unfortunately, you can't change your eye color with Samsung's AR Emoji. Moving on to eyebrows, each row has a different type of brow style, and yet again, you have the choice of thinner or thicker brow options from left to right. Now onto nose and lips. Apple chose to keep the nose options pretty simple, offering only the choice of changing the size. There's a bunch of choices for lip color, which you can adjust with the slider. There's only 2 choices for lip shape, but you can change the size of them. For ear options, you can choose an ear size, as well as choose from a few sets of earrings, with a bunch of different colors to choose from. And no slider this time. Now onto facial hair, something that would have been really nice to change on AR Emoji. Memoji lets you add some sideburns, and the different beard options you choose actually line up to your sideburns perfectly. There's also a massive list of beards to choose from, but I'll keep it simple. Now onto eyewear, which is finally available on AR Emoji, but unfortunately, the options are pretty limited, and you can't adjust the frame color. With Memoji, you actually get a shadow on your face from the glasses, which makes them stand out. There's also a ton of different color options for your frames, but let's go with white. Same for the lenses themselves, and you can actually adjust the darkness of the tint so you can completely block out your eyes behind them. There's quite a few different frames to choose from, and I personally think they all look better than Samsung's choice of frames. I'll just go with the classic design. Finally, we can choose some hats. There's a bunch of hats to choose from, and there's lots of color options as well. You'll also notice that there's shadows under some of the hats too. AR Emoji, on the other hand, lets you choose an outfit, but you can't choose tops and bottoms separately. You have to go with what they give you. Now let's finish up and compare the differences. As you can see, you get the full body with AR Emoji. Both of them get smaller as you move further away, and larger when you're up close. One downside to AR Emoji is that the camera app closes if you don't touch the screen for a while. Memoji's hair flows back and forth. The hair on the Samsung is literally static. Memoji tracks the eyebrows seemingly better than AR Emoji, and as you can see, the talking animations look much better as well. The body on AR Emoji swings back and forth when you move your head side to side, almost like you're hanging from your head. Definitely not intentional. On the other hand, I think AR Emoji does a better job tracking your blinks. Smiles look quite a bit creepy on AR Emoji compared to a very expressive and natural smile on Memoji. Here's the new tongue detection on the iPhone X, and it also works with other Animoji characters. It'll work even if you're making a sad or shocked face. Memoji is really good at capturing winks, but looking at AR Emoji, it's hilariously bad. Apple's Memoji does a great job at portraying many different emotions, like going from sad to neutral to happy. Both systems do a pretty good job of chalking your lips, however. It still doesn't stop AR Emoji from just looking plain old creepy. And just look at how smooth the animations are on Memoji compared to the glitchy looking AR Emoji. The iPhone X can actually track your eyes as they go side to side, and even when you're rolling them. The S9 Plus cannot detect your eyes at all. Here, you can see that AR Emoji barely moves at all while the lips shake on Memoji. You can easily take a picture or video on the Samsung, but on the iPhone X, just tap the Memoji to freeze the frame, then you'll be able to send it. You can tap the record button to record a video, complete with audio from the microphone. As you can see, the recording limit has been raised to 30 seconds from the previous 10 seconds. After you hit stop, it'll play back automatically. Just tap to send it. Here's the Memoji that Max created earlier, and you can create even more than that. If you tap the edit icon, you'll have the option to edit, duplicate, or delete the Memoji. Interestingly, the glasses I chose earlier showed up on all the Memoji creation options. With AR Emoji, you're not limited to the Messages app like you are on the iPhone X. You can send it pretty much anywhere you want. Perhaps the coolest thing about Memoji is that you can use it when you access the camera within the Messages app. Just tap this new star icon. Now when you select your Memoji or Animoji, it gets applied over your head, and the tracking is incredibly smooth. You can get impressively far away from your phone, and it still overlays the Memoji almost perfectly, until you move your head too far to the side. You can apply filters over the whole image, including the Memoji. There's also stickers that you can add to it, and they'll move around with your face as you move. You can move them around manually and tap on them to show the delete icon. When you take the photo, you can edit it, mark it up and save it to your phone, and finally send it. They've also added Memoji to FaceTime calling. Since Animoji and Memoji are currently limited to the iPhone X, we can pretty much expect Apple to equip more iPhones and other devices with the TrueDepth sensor array in the near future, hopefully this fall. Let us know what you thought about this comparison in the comment section below, and make sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss out on more videos like this one, and we'll see you in the next one.
If you enjoyed this video, like it and hit that subscribe button. Also, check out our price guide, which makes it extremely easy to find the best deals on Apple products updated daily. Be sure to follow us on social media, and we'll see you in the next video.